That night had started like any other. I'd just gotten home, ready to unwind with takeout, and show my fiancée and I usually watch together. She had said she'd be working late again. Nothing unusual there. I believed her without question. At least I used to. Hours passed slowly, the apartment unusually quiet. Something felt off, though I couldn't put my finger on it. I brushed the feeling aside, convincing myself it was just a long day taking its toll. But then my phone buzzed. A message appeared from one of her co-workers. At first, I thought it must have been sent to me by mistake, maybe a work update or something trivial. But when I opened it, my stomach twisted. It wasn't a text I was supposed to see. There was a photo, casual, unposed, and far too intimate. She was in it, laughing, comfortable, with someone else beside her. The kind of smile you don't fake. The kind of moment that speaks for itself. The co-worker must have realized instantly what they'd done. The message that followed was clumsy, apologetic, like someone trying to cover up an accidental truth. My hands went numb as I stared at the screen. For a long time, I didn't react. No shouting, no frantic messages, just silence. That silence felt heavier than anything. The situation was suddenly clear. The unease I'd been ignoring wasn't paranoia. It was instinct, and now I had proof. Not a suspicion, but a fact. Still, I knew that how I responded in that moment would matter far more than what had happened. I set the phone aside, forced myself to breathe deeply, and stayed still. Every nerve in my body buzzed, but my face showed nothing. I refused to give away even a flicker of emotion. I wouldn't let betrayal dictate how I carried myself. Minutes later, the door opened. She walked in, all smiles, pretending nothing was wrong. She apologized for being late, voice soft, familiar. I looked up and met her eyes. I saw the message. I said simply. Her expression changed immediately. Her confidence faltered, her breath caught. "You what?" she whispered, eyes darting between mine, searching for the reaction she expected. Anger, pain, pleading. But I gave her none of that. "I understand," I said, quietly steady. "If that's what you want, I respect it." Shock flickered across her face. She had prepared for a fight, for drama, maybe even guilt. But I wasn't going to give her the satisfaction. There was only silence between us then, the kind that strips away every pretense. And in that silence, something shifted. I realized I didn't need to raise my voice to reclaim my power. My calm was stronger than any outburst. She began stammering, trying to explain, to justify, to rebuild what she had already destroyed. I just listened. Her excuses collapsed on themselves before they even finished leaving her mouth. When she finally stopped, I spoke with quiet certainty. "I hope you find what you're looking for." There was no hatred in my tone, just truth. Simple, final, undeniable. In the days that followed, I focused on myself. I didn't tell the full story to anyone. Didn't try to make her look bad. The photo, the betrayal, they existed, but they no longer had power over me. I chose peace. I chose to move forward. Eventually, I heard she'd already moved on, acting as if none of it had ever mattered. But by then, I understood something deeper. Peace doesn't come from revenge or confrontation. It comes from mastering your reaction, from keeping your dignity when someone tries to take it away. And in that quiet, I realized I hadn't lost. I'd simply walked away with everything she could never touch again. My calm, my self-respect, and my freedom.